You know, man, God has blessed me with a heart and a mind and a soul. And the heart and the soul to never give up, to never quit, to not stop.
And so this might just be the most inspirational story in all of sports. An Alabama man without limbs fishing and competing on the pro bass circuit.
Yeah, only on WVTM 13, Rick Carly found himself in awe when he grabbed a fishing pole and soaked in some of Clay Dyer's inspiration.
The 250 horsepower engine roars through Lake Guntersville. It's driven by a man of drive, determination, and faith. A man who will never give up, never give in.
And God has blessed me with a heart and a mind and a soul. And the heart and the soul to never give up, to never quit, to not stop. And the mind, you know, to figure out how to overcome whatever adversity we face.
Adversity. Pro angler Clay Dyer has faced it all his life.
I think about the trials that God has let him overcome, where a lot of people would lay down and say, I won't do this, I'm not going to try.
Clay Dyer has always tried, always succeeded. Born with no legs, no left arm, only a portion of his right, the Hamilton, Alabama native learned to live and thrive despite the bullies.
I had the self-esteem and confidence to be like, well, so what? You know, if you don't like me, somebody else does, you know?
To see how Clay Dyer navigated his childhood is amazing. To learn how he took up the sport of bass fishing and succeeded is downright head-scratching.
Nobody could really teach me because nobody was like me. You know, being with the asses of extremities.
To see Clay in action is inspiring. He drives his own truck, drives his own boat, ties knots with his tongue, casts with his chin. And when the big bass hit,
come here, girl,
the fight is on.
Just couldn't stand that old Zumo monster worm, could you, girl?
If he has to go get his grabbers, if he has to use his teeth, if he has to use that handsome jawline, whatever it is, he will find a way.
It was 13 years ago when Clay found a way to meet his future wife, Kim, who spotted Clay at a bass tournament weigh-in.
But this voice is praising God. He's on national bass stage, and he's giving God all the glory.
Before Clay and Kim knew it, they were hooked.
He gets down on one knee. So I see that he's down in a different position, and he's got that diamond prop right there. So I was pretty ecstatic. I grabbed it. He said, "You didn't give me time for my speech." So.
Clay and Kim made for a perfect catch. And today, their ministry sees the couple speaking at churches and schools and gatherings, spreading the word about having positivity and faith, sharing their story with adults and children alike.
Because I love being able to take the time, you know, to explain to them that, hey, you know, God created me, you know, a little differently, but he created all of us unique.
Clay Dyer's story is as unique as they come. A husband, father, grandfather, and pro angler on the Bass Open Series, this inspiration is making a difference.
I don't care if we're in the middle of the lake and me and my pearls, or if we're at home in our recliners. He inspires me through faith, through what he does. Yeah.
He's a man with a mission.
Hey, don't lay down and give up, man. You know, keep going and put one foot in front of the other, and you know it's just don't give up.
He's a man who will forever stay the course.
Faith over fear.
While offering the world the amazing story of Clay Dyer. Rick Carly.
Thank you, baby girl.
WVTM 13.